How's it going, everybody? Cub here. Welcome back to Hermitcraft. Last time, guys, we built up this second story with our trophy room here, with the patio, and with a bunch of other rooms throughout the new house, new portions of the house. And today, I think we're going to keep working on the house, but before that, I got something new over here that we started during a live stream. By the way, guys, I'm now streaming on Beam instead of Twitch, in case you haven't heard of Beam. It's awesome. And yeah, I'm going to be streaming on there from now on, so if you guys want to check out the streams, you can follow me on beam.pro/cubfan135. But yeah, during the stream on Saturday, we actually built a little tower over here to house our ender crystal. So let's just make our way over here. So you guys remember before we had this crystal in another location. Here we go. Here's the crystal right here. And of course, this is an immortal crystal. You know, I can hit it with the sword. I can hit it with the bow. Doesn't really matter. In fact, the crystal actually fights back, apparently, which is amazing. Let me just make my way back over here. That's kind of cool, actually. Shoot it and it shoots you back. I love it. I love it. Anyway, yeah, we moved the Immortal Ender Crystal up here, and we surrounded it with 4 different beacons, but apparently I'm only getting 2 effects for some reason right now. Have to check what's up with that, but yeah, we got beacons surrounding this, and we got this sort of tower built here, and the crystal itself is going to sit here from now on, sort of at this tower, and of course this beam goes all the way back to 0, 0. Alright, so to make this thing fit in better with the surrounding mesa, we're going to do something kind of interesting. We're going to go ahead and use some wood here. Let me just crash into the front of this thing. We're going to use some wood here. We'll come down 2 blocks here, and then come down 4 blocks diagonally outward from that point. So that's going to be sort of the bounding box of our tower, at least the bottom portion. So we come down 2 blocks, and then 2, 3, and then we'll go down 1 more right here, I think. So we'll make it 4 blocks right there. Very good, very good. Now we're going to have to take down a lot of clay in the front here. Luckily we got haste on this, so it shouldn't be too bad. But basically what I want to have happen now is I want this to come down 1 block, and then it's going to split out into 2 different sections here. So let's just go ahead and get rid of some more of this clay right here. And of course we'll build this back up so that it looks natural and everything. And then we'll have this come down like so and like so. Perfect. Very nice, very nice. Okay. So that's the first bit, and then we're going to fill in the rest with some, yeah, sandstone, chiseled sandstone, and some normal, like, red sandstone, and also some dark oak wood, because that is what the tower itself is made of. Those stairs and those fences, those are dark oak wood. So we're going to put some of that in here as well. So I went ahead and also put down some smooth red sandstone here just to fill in the gaps, but I think we need something to vary it up a little bit more. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place down some stairs here. We're going to go every other stair block from the side here. So we're just going to go like this, and then we'll come in like that, I think, on the side here. Whoops. I've fallen down and I cannot get up. There we go. Alright, just like that. And then we're going to also have some different red sandstone variants, like this chiseled red sandstone. It's going to go on the side like that, and then also, let's see, we'll have something in the middle here. Let's do this. Let's do half slabs here, and then a stair here. And then, let's see, in the middle we can have one of these. Let's just get out our pick. Yep, there we go. We'll have this chiseled sandstone in the middle right there. Let's also have some dark oak stair right here. And then right here as well. And then maybe a slab on that. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. So we'll have stair, upside down stair. So it creates sort of like a little bit of depth right there. That looks good. And then up here, let's see, we could probably go with something like this. Then maybe a block here. And then half slab there. And then maybe a fence here. That could look cool. Let's just temporarily put down a crafting table and make a fence, make a dark oak fence. So this is just basically what we're doing is we're just going through and making some different designs here in the front of this to make this look better. Alright, let's see how this looks. Come down here. Not bad, not bad. I'd like maybe this to be different, so maybe this will be upside down stair instead. Yeah. Okay, that looks cool. And then maybe up here, instead of the sandstone, what if we had upside down stairs right there? I'm going to get that red sandstone back, and then right here as well. How does that look? I think that looks pretty cool, although it might be useful to also have something like here to sort of cap this off. Alright, let's step back for a moment and see what this looks like. So let's just grab our bow. Hopefully we'll be able to fly away here. There we go. Let's just fly up to our house and see what it looks like from a distance. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Let's get a little closer here. Let's go over to False's place. How does it look from over here? Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I think that fits in pretty well. It's broken up quite a bit, so yeah, I think that works. I think that works. So I do need to sort of integrate it a little bit better with the surrounding mesa. So, you know, fill in some stuff around here like this, and make sure it works with the rest of the mesa. Like this white here doesn't work, I don't think. But overall, I think it looks pretty good. Overall, I think it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and do this same design pattern, but on all 4 sides. So let me go ahead and do that now, and we will see what it looks like once I'm done. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we are currently on top of False's bumblebee behind her base, her jellyfish base right over there. And this is what the tower looks like with all 4 sides done. So let me just go ahead and swoop on down. You'll notice it's not accessible from 3 of the 4 sides. I'll just come over here, over the dam build right here, so you can see it from this side. And then let's just head on over to False's area here, and we'll take a look at it from here. So that's what it looks like. And I'm really digging it. I think it goes pretty well with the other towers we have in the area. So it goes well with this, goes well with that, because it's using the same blocks, more or less, but just with the addition of gold and some purple and some color. So, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Also, the tower is not really accessible on foot, except from this direction. And I think that makes sense. Like, you have to actually work to get here. And what I might do in the future is actually make like a path that leads from here, sort of down this way, back up this side of the mesa, and then around to, like, let's say the dam. So we can make like a path from the dam up here, around, and then all the way back to the end crystal tower thing right there. So anyways, guys, I think we're done with this project for now, and let's move on to something else. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do now, we are going to actually work on the house a little bit as False shoots me. Rude! Rude! And I got kicked. Great. Alright, guys, before we were shot and then kicked from the server for flying, we were talking about the 3rd floor of the house. So the 3rd floor of the house is actually not going to be a thing. We're actually going to cap it off here at 2 stories. And the reason is because we have a lot of useful rooms on the 2nd story. You know, we have this room for enchanting, this room for sleeping. We got the map room, which I will probably use frequently because I really enjoy mapping, along with updating sand. Those are some of my favorite things in Minecraft. And then we got the patio where we can fly out quite easily. We can just jump out of here and start flying, just like so. And then we can also land easily on this 2nd story and then go to the bedroom or wherever we need to go. So I don't want to have like another story which almost never gets used, because I was planning to put like a garden room up here and maybe a boatless elytra launcher, but I came up with another idea for that boatless elytra launcher, but I don't want to have a whole bunch of rooms that just do nothing. And also the height of the house could be problematic if we had a 3rd story. So I'm going to cap it off right here, and we're going to work on the outside. Now for the outside, I'm thinking we go with some nether brick. Similar to what the patio is looking like over here. So let's just make our way over here. So yeah, you can see some of the nether brick right up there with the patio. Actually, let's just get up here. Yeah, there we go. So you can see we have sort of this curve to it. And I'm thinking something like that will also work for the roof. So we need to go to the nether and grab a bunch of netherrack, because I'm actually out of netherrack. And then we'll go ahead and, you know, add some depth to the walls, make them much more interesting than they are currently. They're obviously, you know, just plain birch right now. So we'll add some more stuff to the walls, try and make this as interesting as possible, and we'll have to see how the nether brick and the birch work together. If they don't work together that well, we may have to just tear down the entire outside and rebuild the outside of the house. But we'll have to see once we get the nether brick up, rather, if that works. So right now we're heading to the nether, and getting some materials to work on the outside of the house. So guys, we smelted up a bunch of nether bricks, and we got some nether brick stairs, nether brick slabs, and some nether brick bricks, like actual bricks, so we can make into nether bricks. And we got more in here that have already been picked up, but all of them are done smelting now, so we're ready to start the roof. Now, before we actually start building this, I want to share with you guys the inspiration that I've been using for this house. And that is a photo of the Winchester house. So here's a photo of the Winchester house. This is an actual house in Southern California. And yeah, this is sort of what I've been basing this house off of, which is why I used the birch wood in the walls instead of something else like acacia or something. But you can see how the roof on this house is. It sort of has like a bunch of slopes and a bunch of like weird little nooks and crannies. And I want the same thing that happened to our house here on Hermitcraft. So I think a good starting point would be the sort of the slope in the middle. That's just like a basic A-frame slope. And I think we could put that right at the top of our stairs, right up here. And make it so that the A-frame sort of meets right in the middle, like right above me here. And then we can sort of go out from there and make the rest of the roof from there. So I think that's what we'll start out with. We'll start off with the basic A-frame right here. So this will basically lead out to a view of the blue district, which will be nice. And so I'm going to go ahead and build that right now. So we'll just, make some nether brick stairs, put some of these down right here. So I'm thinking, let's see, how 1, 2, 3, 4, so like 5 blocks in. Then we'll go up one, up another one. I think that might actually be too much. We might have to go 4 blocks in. Like here. So 2 on that side, and then 2 on this side. Like that. And then essentially what it would be is just, making our way up like this. Like that. And then same thing on this side. We'll just have stairs like this. Stairs like that. And then maybe one more here, I think. Yeah. Yep, perfect. Except this will not be here. Get these out of here, yeah. There we go. And then we can have like fences coming down the side here, and then like a fence across the front here. And that would be like the basic A-frame shape that we see in the Winchester house. And that actually opened up the doors down there, didn't it? Yes, it did. Landed on the string, so the doors open. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna see how this looks, and then go from here. Yeah, no. No. Just, no. Nope. Nuh-uh. No way. Alright guys, so I've changed up my approach a little bit. I'm now going from the bottom up here. And basically that means we're starting with the awning of the front porch. So I've decided to go with some nether brick on sort of a slope right here, as you can see. And if I place down the last few right here, let's see if we can get the last few out this way. Should be able to see how this will come together in the end here. There we go. Just like that, I think. Yeah, cool. And then I'm also going to get rid of that for a moment. And there we go. So, yeah, that's looking a lot better. Definitely looking pretty sweet. Definitely looking pretty sweet. So I'm going to continue this pattern down here along the front porch and along the left side of the house as well. And once we get down there, we will reevaluate and we'll see how it looks. Alright guys, so we got the awning down now. Looks like this. And I think it does help out the first story of our build. But we still need to add a few more details on the porch, of course, which will come later on. I also added some fences down here to help out this area because this was just floating in midair. Now it's got some support underneath of it, which makes sense. I'm still not entirely sold if we're going to keep the birch yet or not, but we're going to keep going here and see what I can come up with. Alright guys, so I went ahead and added a little bit of extra depth to the second story now, and you can see we have some rooms that don't lead anywhere jutting out of the side of our build now. And the same thing in the back here, I have just a room back here, which you can't actually access from inside the house. And that's actually intended. It's meant to be a little bit unsettling. So we have doors here that lead to absolutely nowhere. So for instance, like the room up here, you can't get inside this room from inside the house. This room over here, doors lead nowhere. And that's intended because this is actually a house that's loosely based off of the Winchester house. So it's meant to be a little bit unsettling, a little bit off in some places, which I think it's capturing perfectly right now. It's just a little bit off. So yeah, I think we're done with this side right here, but I think we do need a few more things on the other side. Namely, like this section right here needs something. So I might put something like halfway in between so that it seems like there's 3 stories when there's actually 2. I think that would be something kind of small and unsettling to go with the house. And then on this side, we definitely need a lot more. I haven't done anything on this side yet. So I'm thinking maybe we put like, I don't know, maybe like a staircase on the exterior, or I don't know. We'll have to think up something for this side, but definitely need something on this side too to break it up. But overall, I think we're on the right track. So I'll continue to work here, guys, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we're up here on the roof now, trying to work a little bit on this. You can see we got a lot of it done already, and actually added like this little tower on top. And then we have, you know, obviously quite a bit of slope up here as well. And it's looking pretty good from up here. Let's fly around for a moment and see what it looks like from above here. If we can. Yeah, there we go. Let's just get on up here. We're going to eat something along the way. There we go. And if I can turn around here. There we go. Alright, yeah, that's what it looks like right now. Looking pretty decent, actually. Not too bad, not too bad. I'd prefer a little bit more light, but I may end up using some end rods on top, because that makes a better, like, topping block than the torches here. But overall, not too bad, I don't think, especially from a distance. And now we need to sort of work on this portion of it. So this portion of it, we already have like a tower. We have a big central pillar. So I'm thinking we have another mound about here. Bring that down to here. And then on this side, we can sort of integrate the roof with this little section I added over here. So I added some depth on this side. So I think that should be pretty good. Let me see if I can pull it off. So I'll keep working here, and I'll be back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we now have our roof complete. We're just putting the final touches on now. Put some end rods on some of the tops of a couple of these areas where we can place end rods. So, like, not right there, though. So it's going to be a partially lit roof. I wonder if I can actually put it on top of our tower here. No, can't. Well, I could, but not going to. Maybe on the sides here. Like that. Could work. Put some down here. Put some down here. And this will just prevent mob spawns on the roof. And I think everywhere else is actually, yeah, spawn proof. So, sweet. Sweet, so that's it, I think. Yeah, that's half slab there. These are half slabs, and the rest are stairs, which they can't spawn on. Alright, awesome. And I also need some buttons here to finish off this top bit. And then we'll take a look at what it looks like. So, just get on down here. I think I have some buttons in here. Let's double check. I can craft some out of this. Boom. There we go. Let me through. Thank you. Alright, so if I can get on up here, we can see the entire house roof right there. Looking nice. Looking really nice, actually. Yeah, I'm digging it. Alright, and then we're going to get up here. Put down 6 buttons per side, I think. 5, 6. There we go. And on this side. Okay. I think we are done now. Yep. Actually, wait. Yep, we're done. Well. See, I keep on wanting to add more details and stuff. So I added a bunch of details in the front. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that for now. I might come back and add a few little details here and there, but yeah, I added a bunch of stuff to the front, so it looks kind of like a crazy house, which is exactly what I was going for. Again, this is modeled after the Winchester house, which is why it's made out of birch, because it's a light color, almost the same as the Winchester house. And there's a lot of different things going on here, right? So there's a lot of, like, things that don't make sense. There's ladders right here that lead nowhere. There's doors that lead nowhere, like that door right there. Doesn't go anywhere. It's just a fake door. So that's there. Yeah, a lot of different stuff like that. I tell you what, let's actually do this too. Let's I want to try and make this room realistic, so that it seems like you could actually possibly go into it, but you actually can't. So let's put those there. And let's see. I think that should be good. Yeah, and then we'll just do something like this. So we'll put this back right there. And then fill this back in. There we go. So yeah. Perfect. Perfect. So you got furnaces there, you got a crafting table there, but for some reason you can't access it. Actually, let's also put in a note block in here. There we are. Perfect. Perfect. All right, awesome. So let's step back a little ways, see what it looks like from a distance. Let's go over here to our launcher. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Could be some improvements, but overall it should be like a crazy kind of wacky house a little bit. Yeah, it looks real good from this angle, I gotta say. There's Tango, checking out the place, I guess. Nice. Yeah, I guess he's gonna run through it and take a look at the inside. This side looking not too bad. Also, I made some improvements here to the front porch. I added a lot of details and stuff in the front, so there's just a bunch of stuff, a bunch of storage, some seating, and things like that. I'm actually gonna switch out this for a regular house right here. There we go. Tango says house is pretty awesome. That's good to hear. Say thanks. There we go. And yeah, we have, apparently my dog somehow teleported through the wall. But we got pistons, we got more chests, more storage space, levers. Totally not a combination lock here. That stuff. Let's go around the back. See what we got around back. As I eat some apples. There we go. Oh yeah, around the back I put a staircase down here that will lead up to our area. And also, yeah, we got more stuff. I put in like that little half level here. So it doesn't really make sense from a design standpoint why there would be two doors here and leading into the same 1x3 room. And then another level here when there's actually only two levels in the house. So it's meant to be a little off. So it's awesome. I love it. So yeah, I got this stuff here. This just leads up to the patio right here. And of course I can't fit in like another... I actually might want to move this over. Yeah, I'm going to move this over actually. Stand by. Stand by one moment, guys. Let's see. Where's my... Not that. The other thing. There we go. Junglewood. Junglewood slab. We're going to move this in one block here. So that way we can fit this chair here. And then a new pressure plate can go down right there. Perfect. Should pick those up. There we go. Sweet. So now we can walk out here pretty easily. And then when we walk in, when we open this, it closes behind us. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So yeah, we got this little runway here, around this side. Let's see, we can come around this way. And might need a little bit of a torch action there. And yeah, we got this stuff on this side. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I think it turned out okay. Again, another door that doesn't lead anywhere. So yeah, it throws people off. Throws I guess that's what it's meant to do. But yeah, also I want to show you guys inside here, the interior of the house, the stairs going up. We got this, and then you have like a nice little like lookout right here, where you can, teleport out. So if you have to go this way for any reason, like if you need to go to the elytra launcher, you just teleport out this way with an ender pearl, and that's it. So yeah, pretty happy with it. So I think that's gonna be most of the house above the ground done. What up, Tango? How's it going, dude? He's checking out the house, checking out how everything looks in here. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, I think that is going to be it for the house, and now we're going to move on to another project. Almost as if the Minecraft gods have approved of us finally finishing the upper, above-ground portion of our house, we have been blessed with a thunderstorm. So we're going to stand out here, and looks like the thunderstorm is actually over. So let's go down and see if we got ourselves a charged creeper, and we should also check our shops as well, because I haven't checked those in a while. I know the mob head shop is totally out, as is the elytra shop, but I'm not sure about the other shops. So, do we see any glimmer of hope around here? Let's see. I do believe we got one. Yep. Bingo, baby. All right, let's drop this guy in. See what he's named, and then we will, move on from there. Alright, we got this creeper into the chamber. Let's see what he's named. Hermit Hitman. Not today, my friend. Not today. Here we go. Boom. And creeper head. Fantastic. So, our shops. Let's take a look at what we got here. So, I'm thinking... Alright, we got the potions still coming out. That's good to see. We're going to put our creeper head we just got right in there. Selling that. And all these, I think, we have not sold recently. Any of these. And we need to restock a lot. So, yeah. Got that going on. Let's go ahead and... We actually need to get rid of some stuff here. Because we're using this stuff to craft up our house. So we got rid of that. Let's go ahead and head on over here to iBooks. See what we got over at iBooks. Hopefully lots of diamonds. This usually produces a lot of diamonds for us. And of course we have to split these with impulse. So yeah, we got a lot of them. Alright, we'll take these, split them up in half. There we go. And then we'll check the rest of these. Looks like we need some more books here. Thorns, nothing, 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 nothing. There we go. Got some of those. Alright, we'll just grab these. All those look like they're pretty much taken out. Yep, okay, cool. So we'll split those with impulse. There we go. Next up, we got our wool shop. Haven't been here in quite a while, actually, and I probably will need to restock some of this, but let's just see. We share this with Zombie Cleo. And whoa, look at that. Okay, we got a lot. Let's split these up into different categories here. So yeah. We got a lot of this. What is this? Light blue wool? What is this? Light blue wool, yep, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, we have sold out of a lot of these. So somebody has needed a lot of wool. We might have been bought out. We may have been bought out here at the wool shop, so we may need to restock immediately. So yeah, we'll just split these up. Yellow wool we still got, orange still got. Okay, so some colors we have and some we do not have. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, we got, yeah, we'll give Cleo 12, we'll give ourselves 11. And so this is our stack, this is Cleo, this is Impulse. This is getting complex, guys, I'm not gonna lie. It's getting very complex. And also our Elytra is almost out of durability, so we gotta be very careful here. Let's check our banner shop. We did make a maze banner for False. Although I don't think she has picked it up yet. Yeah, she hasn't picked it up yet, so we'll see. She may pick that up later on. Let's head over to... Where do we want to go next? Woodworld? Yeah, Woodworld. See what we got over here. Hopefully some decent diamonds. I believe we have at least a few diamonds here. Just make our way right on over here. And I think Tango is actually on. So we can drop off the diamonds there. At Tango's place. Nothing has sold there. Nothing has sold there. Here we got one, so we'll give this one to Tango. This will be Tango stack right here. Okay, there we go. So we got a lot of birch still in there. I think we're out of dark oak. Yep, we are out of dark oak. So we're just going to split this up like so. And these are ours, so we'll put that in our stack. Gotta keep these all organized and such. Alright. So we need more dark oak. And then we'll split these up here. We got enough spruce for right now. Okay, the oak has sold well, so we need more oak, definitely. Jungle wood, not quite. I also should check these as well. We might have sold some of these. Let's just check and see. Nope, none of those. And I think acacia is the last one. Ah, we did sell one of those. Good. And we got plenty of acacia left over. Okay, sweet. So, these are ours. These are Cleos, these are Impulses, and these are Tangos. So, let's go ahead and distribute the diamonds around the server. Alrighty guys, so we now have all of our shops restocked. We restocked Woodworld, restocked the Elytra shop, restocked the Wool shop, restocked iBooks, and the Banner shop is always stocked, baby. So we got all of our shops fully stocked and ready to go. Also, don't know if I showed this before, but we have the Dragon Egg now in our trophy room. And a lot of people suggested that we add the Totem of Undying once 1.11 comes out. I think that's a fantastic idea. I think what I might do is I might just like move this over one block, move this diagonally over, move this over, and then put the Totem of Undying right here. I think that would be a fantastic idea. Also, I want to let you guys know I have been reading a lot of your comments, and a lot of you guys have some great ideas, which I'll be doing soon. A couple of those ideas, though, I just want to address right now. For one, many people wanted me to put these armor stands on snow blocks, which is a fantastic idea. If you don't know, if you put the armor stands on snow blocks, they'll have different heights, so that, you know, this display would be a little bit better. The issue is, where we're at right now, directly below us is the living room down here. So we actually can't put snow blocks because we have to have a block here, which would make this area look weird if I drop this whole region down by one block. So that is why we can't do that. One thing I might do, though, and I need you guys' opinion on this. Let me just see if I can get this going real quick here. I might... Let's see, where's my string? Where's my string? Where's my string? Oh, my string is gone. Dang it, let me find some string real quick. Alright, we got some string. We got some string. It's kind of tough right now because I'm sort of in like a transition period between my house and this house and the hole in the wall down there. So if we just fly on in here, I want to show you guys what I was thinking. So we could do something like this. So you can actually place things on this. So if I put like a string down there, you can see that that has like a hitbox that's like half a block tall, which means we can actually put carpet on top of it like that. So we could do something like that and call that like a display case type of thing. Let's see if we can do that. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do it with... No, we can't do it with the Dragon Egg. We can do it with all the mob heads though. I don't know, it looks kind of... It looks kind of weird. It looks like this creeper just graduated from college. Let's be honest. Or university. Yeah, they're all graduating from university. The highest honors. In demolition, of course, with this guy. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Should we keep that? I don't know. It's kind of funny. It kind of adds to the craziness of the house. But yeah, let me know what you guys think on the carpets on top of the mob heads. It looks kind of funny now that I think about it like that. Anyway, I think that's going to be all for me today, guys. I'm very happy that we were able to finally, at long last, get the upper part of our house done. We still have a lot to do on the lower part, as I've said. But yeah, I'm very happy with how it turned out. I think it looks really cool, actually. And yeah, let me know what you guys think, of course, in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching once again. I do appreciate it. And yeah. Next time we will maybe do something different, I think. We've been working on the house a little bit and been working in the Redlands area with the tower and stuff. I think we might try something different. Maybe a prank or two. Maybe something, maybe a collab. I don't know. We'll do something different next time, though. And there's a zombie horde invading Falses. Anyways, I'm out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.